showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to beautiful Boulder, Colorado. Folsom Field, home of the Colorado Buffaloes. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Dogs will kick this away to get us going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled just short of the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the outside. Breaks into the clear. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How about this? Not even 2 minutes in, and this offense has created a quick red zone opportunity. Handoff to the back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Early in this season, Greg, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're into that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that. The Buffaloes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today. And you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Back to throw. It's Williams. First play taking a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Colorado. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And looking for a big play here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback keeps the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That run moves the ball to the 16.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the game will pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 22.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, Good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's looking deep again. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's in the clear. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack it. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. They finish off the scoring drive. And now we are all even, Kirk. Basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Fire to the right side, complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Breaking free at midfield. Here he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quick throw to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Dogs.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to run the hurry up. The shotgun running play call. He's got the first and still going. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
There's the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Running back with the football.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Buffaloes will have first and 10 here. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Now they're running on the toss. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. So a tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. And the Buffaloes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. Great cut there. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Throwing off play action. Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, it's Williams. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And that's the tight end, Kirk. Show why he's a weapon as he flexes out into the slot that time.
Loved how they use this tight end. Love how sometimes he's in line. As you say, now they flex him out. He's a tough matchup for any defense. He's got the size and athletic ability really to be able to play at receiver. But now they're able to use him in so many different ways. It puts a lot of pressure on this defense. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know what's happening here right now is this quarterback is just taking what the defense is giving him, not forcing anything downfield, finding ways to be able to continue to move the ball down the field. Another example, nice job here picking up the first down.
Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cox. Crosses the 10-yard line. Finding some room with the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's when they'll start the drive. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Heading left after the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's DeMarco. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Dropping back, it's Williams. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Let's it go. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Uses his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's DeMarco. Running with purpose. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's past the marker and still going. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
The back's got it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's running out of time here. Tight end makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Defense dials up the pressure there, plays man coverage, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback in time, and he finds a nice completion.
3rd and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Caught. Completion. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback is here. They are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to score. They'll win it to the right side. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. It's a toss play to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the toss play now, running left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Mark out of bounds at the 27. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The Buffaloes will crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It leads to 2nd down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for 6. He's got it right near the end zone. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Buffs! Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cox. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Gonna run it. It's Cox.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. Looks left and finds his target there. That's good for 1st down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. The Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets the first and still running. Breaking free at the 35. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Pounding away with the run game. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
And now the running back's got it again. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. Inside the 20. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
The end zone has a lane. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they've got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. They're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Georgia.
Well, that last touchdown will just about do it. At least we had a little drama there late anyways to keep things interesting.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth.
That makes the score Georgia 45.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 11 set to kick this one away.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Good enough for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Brings up third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. A short completion to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
They're 1 for 3 so far on fourth down attempts. Can they convert here? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. No, he stopped short on fourth down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, ready?
To the air, it's Williams. A deep shot to the left side. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
On the double.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. And he makes the catch. Where was the coverage? They get him down, and that's how this game will end. The clock at 0-0. This is an impressive performance.